I realized that I never knew how to practice
Wow.
before going on this course, because I never was taught how to practice. I went to piano lessons myself, and then the teacher just goes da 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 da, and I just went da 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 da, and then I got by. so, so, so then it really questioned how practice should be, and there were some really obvious things, and I'd said it to our Suzuki group that we have, was that I felt like I had a lot of penny drop moments where I was like, yeah, I don't know why I didn't think about this before. So I learned how to practice, and I learned how to focus with my kids on what it is that needs to be practiced. So a lot of little things that has made a huge impact.
How has that impacted your progress or your lessons by learning how to practice? What's that done for you?
So I would say before the course, I felt like the teacher was just do this and review. So I felt like it was a lot of quantity of things that I needed to cover. But then when I sat back and I was actually thinking, what is it that they're asking me for? I realized it was quality. And so I did less, actually. The funny thing was I did less each day, and I focused on that particular thing. And the outcome was that the teachers could see or make comments that, oh, you've worked on this. So it would be bow hold or posture or something like that. And so it was not how many pieces, it was let's work on bow hold. How do we get that? And that was what I focused on each week, and I still do that now.
Fantastic. Amazing. And what other changes have you seen in the children? How close are you getting to your end goal now?
I think I got there. Sort of, based on the little message that I sent to you 2 days ago.
That Amie sent me.
So basically, I'll articulate my end goal. My end goal was never for my kids to be some kind of musical genius or musical prodigy or getting to grade 8 earlier. That was never my aim. If they want to go into professional, if they want to be a professional musician later on in life, then that's fine, but they are only 6 and they're only 8. So right now, it's just about enjoying the music and just growing as children. And then that was what was really important for me. And I didn't want to be that parent who forces them to play an instrument because I want it for them, or because I play the piano, so therefore I want my kids to do that. So that was my end goal. It was just complete enjoyment. And looking back, I would say there were pockets I could see that, mostly with my eldest, because she's very musical. And what I found was that when I was nagging and pushing her to practice, the passion dropped because she was worried of my criticisms. And actually what I realized was, because I spent more time nagging her to practice, every time she even touched the piano, I would be there like a hawk. So she never had her own space to just tinker, because I was there to go, no, your positioning of your hands is wrong, or this and that. And she didn't have that room to experiment, which is what she wanted to do. And then through the course, somehow it's been easier to do the daily practice. And because the daily practice is there, I'm not stressed out. And so she gets time to just play on the piano by herself. She'll listen to, I don't know, some pop song, and she'll be trying to play it on the piano, and then she'll be rotating with the violin. So that's been amazing since the course. But it's been probably about 6 weeks post being on the course, even though I've been continuing on. And what I found is that they really do like their instruments, and we've had our concerts going. And the other night they decided that they were going to make a TV program of violin and piano playing. So the two of them were playing duets. It was 10 p.m. at night. Everything was all wrong. The tuning was wrong. The bow hold was wrong, but they had a lot of fun doing it. And that's what was really enjoyable for me to watch, that they decided that, you know, it was their version of YouTube.
Yeah, they came to the instruments for fun, you know? Yeah. I just, you know, I don't know. Did you think that that was possible before?
I didn't think that that was possible. I really didn't. And there was one point where I thought that I was going to stop the violin lessons for the younger one, because it was just too much hard work. And he surprised me yesterday, because we've reached Andantino now on the Suzuki book one. And the teacher basically said, okay, let's just do the first part and then that's it. We'll just park it. And I did the practice with him, and he knew the second part of Andantino because he's heard it so much through his sister playing, through the CDs going. So he was going to figure it out himself, and he just figured it out. And he managed to play the whole song, and he said, that was easy, Mummy. I mean, the bowing was wrong and everything was wrong, but that wasn't the point. The point was he had his own confidence, and it wasn't about us saying, now you put the finger 2 down or the finger 3. Somehow the ear training or something has changed in him, and he had the confidence to do that. So I wasn't sure that that would ever be possible with him. So that was amazing.